Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out in the Friday evening. Yes, man. I tell my people, I must be a sore loser because the under-19 team, they were just eliminated from the World Cup. And I don't feel good about it at all. Not that they were eliminated, but how it happened. The fact that the game got abandoned because of rain and lightning, and they were actually on their way to fighting for a spot in the semi-final, and the game just got abandoned like that. I don't really like that start, especially seeing that they were trying to get into the semi-final. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick recap of how it went, and also going to take a look at what Captain Shea Hope had to say about the West Indies team losing the first ODI to Australia. According to Hope, the batsmen didn't show any intent. So I have the interview here, taking it from Sportsmax. So I'm going to go through it. You guys can let me know what you all think. Those who saw the game, do you agree with what Shea Hope is saying? Let me know in the comment section. So taking it from Sportsmax, my people, the headline says, Hope puts Windies' poor batting performance in first ODI down to lack of intent. Right, he's saying that the team need to find a way to put them under pressure. Before I go into the article, what I saw before I fell asleep was a pitch that looked good for batting. You understand? The pitch looked good for batting. I mean, in the early part, a couple of the Australian bowlers were getting the ball to move around a little bit, but based on what I saw, the pitch wasn't giving any uneven bounce. It wasn't doing a whole heap of turning or anything. It was a track that once you got in and settled down and played the ball on its merit, you probably would have scored some runs. Didn't work at all though. So let me go into what Shea Hope is saying. So this is Shea Hope, and I quote, "Starting a tour like that, you would want to take the first win, but unfortunately, we have got to go back to the drawing board." No. Always having to go to the drawing board, my people. Hope went on to say, we have still got 2 more games to go, so we have got some room to improve. One thing I would say to Captain Hope and the rest of the team, if you are playing against Australia and you have a bowling lineup like what we used in that first game, yeah, and you're batting first, you better score 380 or more. You better score 380, close to 400 or more. The batsmen will have to do the work. Not saying that the bowlers that we have there, the Matthew Ford and the Greaves and the Raston Chase and the O'Shane Thomas, not saying on a day they can't bowl on Australia. But if we're going to bat first, my advice to the captain would be to try and score, and alongside the team, try and score over 380, 85 going up. You see how easily the man him chase down the 231. Try and score over. If you're going to use a bowling lineup like that, you definitely have to score close to 400 runs to win the game. So all they're going back to the giant board. I hope that the giant board, they have to score. Runs is what they need to score. You understand? And the bowling will have to step up also. You understand? We know that it's not only about trying to bowl 90 miles per hour. You have to bowl good line and length. We always say that pace bowling is good enough, but pace bowling with good line and length is what is going to trouble batsmen. You understand? That is what going to put them under pressure. So they definitely need to get that right, my viewers and subscribers. While they are going back to the drawing board. So while they are at the drawing board, they need to work on that. Shea Hope also said, "As you see, we lost too many wickets in the power play. I didn't think we showed as much intent as we needed to in the beginning of the innings." He's saying that would have changed their mindset in terms of where they need to bowl at us. So if we lose Alec Arthanes, who opened alongside Justin Greaves, if we lose those guys quite early, then we're on the back foot. There's no way you're going to be able to show intent with the guys that are coming in. I mean, Shea Hope, if he gets in and gets settled, then probably he would. Casey Carty did his thing, right? He scored at a strike rate of over 80, if I'm not mistaken. So he did his thing. It's not like you have Pooran and them guys that will always look to to score. They are confident to go out there. A couple of the guys going to settle down and try and just bat. Right? Hope went on to say we probably need to show well, we just said that, show a bit more intent. He said that one thing I always say is that you miss the performance more than the player. Right? He's saying that people can misunderstand that comment at times, but you can have all the players in the world. But if we are not hitting our straps, then what's the point? I think he was talking about a couple of the quote-unquote first team players that are missing. Right? He's saying that you would miss the performance than the players. He's saying that it's about trying to get the guys to understand that they all belong. So whoever is there is trying to get them to understand that you might have not been the first team or the first choice, but you are here and you belong. He went on to say, we just need to learn quickly because we are not home. We are not used to these conditions. Most of the guys, so the faster we adjust, the faster then we can come better for the next game. End quote. Why saying that we're not at home, I don't know how much difference that going to make. You understand? Quality is quality. Quality is quality. And I can understand Captain Shea Hope saying that the guys need to get a sense or to feel like they belong. I can understand that and I appreciate that. You understand? But it all boils down to quality. You know, we need the bowlers to put the ball in line on a good line and length. But in last night's game, the batting was a problem. There is no way you can set 231 and expect the bowlers to defend that. Having said that, the bowlers didn't really give a good account of themselves, you know. So it's a lot of things that need to work on. He said they're going back to the giant board, so let us see how things will work at, when they come off from the giant board for the second game. To the under-19 team now, my people. The under-19 team, they got eliminated from the under-19 World Cup, my people. And I tell you, it's a really bitter pill to swallow because the guys, they were doing well. You understand? I mean, they allowed the team today to slip. They had them at 87 for 5. They had the Australians at 87 for 5. Allowed them to slip and got all the way up to over 220 odd runs. 227 for 8 off their 50 overs. So too much runs. But when it was time for us to bat, we were actually at 24 for 2 in 4.3 overs when the rain came, when the lightning and thing. And because of the lightning, you know, they had to come off, and then the rain, and they just abandoned the game. So based on how things finished off there, the no result meant that the West Indies ended the Super 6 on 5 points from their 4 games, right? 1 point behind South Africa and Australia, who Australia also, right? So let me say, they ended the Super 6 on 5 points from their 4 games. 1 point behind host South Africa, who booked their spot in the semi-final with a dominant 119 run win over Sri Lanka. They say yeah, the Australians, they ended up on 7 points to win the group. So it's really tough, my people. It would have been nice if they could have had, I mean, it's still in the group and things. So I'm not going to say have a replay, but going trying to get into the semi-final and something like this happening, it's really tough. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but you know, the bigger picture is still yet to come. These guys would have shown good potential, so we hope that they will now go on to get into different teams, you know, whether it is the franchise team or their local team, to play some 4-day regional cricket, some List A games, and get themselves up and running. But that is pretty much it for this one, my peeps. Gonna leave it right here for now. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Big up.